Malik Hooker. Malik Hooker got re-signed, right? He got some new money. Now, I'm not great with the numbers. That's something that you and Matt Owen in the chat, especially Matt Owen. He's fantastic at this. I didn't want to talk about the contract in particular, right? Because that's not really my lane. I'm more so a football guy. But I just do think it's interesting, Will, still, that when the Cowboys kind of put these safeties together, right? They were building the roster and they put these, they put J-Ron, they put Dono, and they put Hooker together. In my mind, I thought that safety was still supposed to be this rinse and repeat type of situation, right? Like, oh, this is why we like Marquise Bell so much, because when it's time for Dono and J-Ron to leave, we'll just plug these guys right in. And I remember me and you having a conversation about Izzy's future, right? Like if Izzy's gonna be next free safety guy when Hooker's gone. Well, Hooker's around, Will Steele. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect for Hooker to be around. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Cowboys saved cap money this year by extending him, and he's still going to be like relatively cheap, making $38 for like another year or two or something like that. Then he's going to make some more money. This is all Dan, right? This is Dan Quinn smacking the shit out of people and telling people that he's the real head coach here, right? I don't like being an asshole to Mike McCarthy when I say that, though, Will Steele. But once upon a time, I'm 31. Once upon a time, we cared nothing about one tech and safety, Will Steele, free or strong. All of a sudden, Will Steele, we got multiple defensive tackles that we like. And we got multiple safeties that we like. And they coming back and they getting paid and they hanging around, Will Steele. Can I get your thoughts on that, please?
2 words. Dan Quinn. Yeah, Dan Quinn. He said, look, man, y'all been ignoring 2 positions that are important to defensive football. That's the middle of the field. One tech, or just defensive tackle, period. Let's just say defensive tackle and safety. And for what he loves to do when he even runs dime roughly 22% of the time, which is top 5 in the league, you need safeties, right? Like, especially when it's big nickel, you're going to need a lot of safeties. When you run 3 safeties, I think they were on the field damn near 70% of the time together. Mm-hmm. So we talked about this before, Voch. Who's the free safety of the future on this roster? Like true free safety. There wasn't one. It was like Malik Hooker, and then I was advocating for McQuammel and maybe get underneath, Hooker's, wings and be that guy. But they don't have to worry about that now. Malik Hooker, who's only 28 years old, he's still in the prime of his career. Didn't play. He played a lot, but he also didn't play a lot. If that makes sense because of his injuries. So he's over that. So now it's Malik Hooker. So they're showing the importance of having a guy back there you can trust, and you love to see it. Ready? One more time. Do it again. Ready? Go.
But it's just interesting how much we're just investing in this defense. Because look, once upon a time, it seemed like, damn, boy, we paying 4 offensive linemen, boy. We paying 3 receivers, boy. We got quarterback, we running back shit, boy. And now it's like all the franchise tag and tight ends and shit. But all the investment is going into the defense now, and you always tell me follow the money. I give you credit for that. You always tell me follow the money, man. Like, who are we paying? Who are we acquiring? Who are we bringing in? This is a team, a defense that values the middle of the field, the noses, the mics, and the frees. Those dudes are important. Everything else is just kind of gonna balance off itself. I want people to tune into your show. You don't have to play this right now or talk about this now. I want them to tune into you on A to Z Dallas on YouTube in the morning, 8:30, 10:30. But you always talk about Mina Kimes and how she comes out with her numbers and talks about how much Dallas uses nickel and how much Dallas uses dime. Well, you laughing. What I missed?
No, you're good. You're good. Somebody reenacted the fade. Oh, okay. God. Somebody called it fade in the water.
Fade in the water is crazy.
Fade in the water.
Oh, we're gonna talk about this all day.
I'm sorry.
Fade in the water is crazy. Well, but look, I ain't gonna. All right, cool.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's bigger than anything football going on right now. That's crazy.
It is.
So yeah, man, Malik. Hey, it's good to have him here. It's good to have him because we've always lacked true free safety. And what I like about Malik is, as a free safety, he's a tackler. Most of the time, you get free safeties that's tackling like, Trey Diggs and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like But like, think about Malik, just like J-Ron and just like Dono, those are guys that are very important in your run defense and all that. So I'm just excited to see all this come together.
Bro,
I'm excited. Go ahead.
It's beautiful. We are investing in safety. We've spent more money guaranteed on our starting safeties this year than we did between 2010 and 2020. Or sorry, 2010 and 2022. Mm-hmm. That's wild. That's crazy, right? And then we're also seeing them invest on the interior. Spent the first round pick on Mozzie. They had went out, got Brent Urban the first year, didn't work out, but they continued. They spent a 6th round pick or whatever it was, 5th round pick on Bohanna. They hadn't drafted a Bohanna character in 20-some years, in no round. Yeah. So, Dan Quinn's just heavy with the power. And, yes, follow the money. The money is starting to shift a little bit now, isn't it? Over to the other side of the ball. So you like to see it.
That's my head coach, man. And look, shouts out to Mike McCarthy, man, because Mike doing some interesting shit. Mike is impressing me with this offense and what it's doing and how different it looks. Sometimes you hear rumbles of something in the offseason, but you never see it like in real life or whatever. Mike said they were going to focus on details. They were going to focus on small things, and the players come out and they talk about the details and they talk about the small things, and then we get to watch it. Shouts out to the blue and white scrimmage game, because we actually got to see routes being run. You know what I mean? Like, you see them working guys open. You see rub routes. You see Kevontae Turpin being schemed off of Brandon Cooks going over the top of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's refreshing. And it almost pissed me off a little bit. You was talking to Foots this morning. I will say this. You was talking to Foots this morning. And there was a quote, I believe, from Jerry Epstein or something like that. She was talking to Lamb and Gallup.
Yeah, Jerry had a fantastic article, bro.
Please, and look, and they was just talking like we're doing things that everybody else has been doing. Everybody else has been doing, and it makes you think. Will, we was really just out here just throwing the ball and just doing shit. We were really just out here throwing the ball and just doing shit. Now we understand timing, and we run our routes and steps based on Dak and his drop back steps, and it all makes sense. And it's it's easy peasy now, right? And I'm just like,
bro,
look at what we did. Look at what we did. Look at how high we regard Dak. Look at the rankings and offenses that we have, how high our quarterback rating and shit was, what we was able to do with wide receivers like Noah Brown. We did all that shit just playing backyard ass football in Madden. That's what we was doing.
So it sounded like, and again, there was good things you had there, but you clearly saw the inexperience in the system and experience in the teaching. And you missed that with John Kitna when he left. But there was a play earlier today where we saw like a crosser / mesh type of route concept that got Michael Gallup open. And you could just see it in Dak Prescott dropping back 1, 2, 3. He was actually looking for the big play, right? We call it touchdown, check down. Let me pull myself up here. He was actually looking for the big play.
Yep.
And it wasn't there. It was 1, 2, 3. He came right back down because he knew, all right, he's clearing this out. So there's going to be no one underneath. And boom, he hits Michael Gallup on the crosser for a big play in a mojo moment against Gallimore, by the way, against Gilmore, who had to he had to wiggle a little bit because you had Jake Ferguson coming across on that mesh type of combination. So the scheme, the details, it's all coming together from top down. What I mean by that is head coach, offense coordinator, quarterback, wide receivers. And it's just awesome to see, man. There's a purpose.
I love it, man. I love it, man.
KDP.